over the world, and I am YAZID.
Good morning to you, everyone. I am ZIYAD TAOHEED.
Okay, Mauricio Pochettino gives Chelsea green lights for Andre Onana move. Incoming Chelsea boss Mauricio Pochettino has given Chelsea the green light for the move for Inter Milan goalkeeper Andre Onana this summer. With both Kepa Arrizabalaga and Edouard Mendy unconvincing so far this campaign, the change in the doubles is likely to bring with a switch up between the sticks. Chris Sutton makes bold Chelsea vs Manchester City prediction as Frank Lampard sent Phil Foden warning. Chelsea could have their backs against the wall on Sunday afternoon as Manchester City hope to wrap up the Premier League title race. Chris Sutton has predicted Manchester City to bulldoze past Chelsea despite a flurry of changes. Pep Guardiola's side will welcome the Blues to the Etihad Stadium on Sunday afternoon as they hope to wrap up the Premier League title race. Frank Lampard reveals what Chelsea can learn from Kevin De Bruyne as clear transfer message sent. Frank Lampard believes his side have plenty of reasons to be motivated when Chelsea take on Manchester City, and notes that his young players can take lessons from the future from the favourite for the Premier League title. For many, Chelsea's season was over as soon as the final whistle went at Stamford Bridge against Real Madrid. Little was possible to achieve in the league, and the Champions League dream was over for the foreseeable future.
Now to Napoli. Napoli boss Luciano Spalletti's job hangs in the balance just 14 days after Serie A title win, with the Italian no longer on speaking terms with madcap owner Aurelio De Laurentiis and the club lining up Rafa Benitez as a replacement. Now La Gazzetta dello Sport are reporting that the negotiations with club president Aurelio De Laurentiis on a new deal are frozen and the pair are not on speaking terms. In AS Monaco are closing in on agreement to appoint Thiago Scuro as new director. Final details have been discussed with Red Bull Group, then it will be sealed. Thiago Scuro did an excellent job at the Red Bull Group in Brazil, now set for new experience in Europe. Now to Paris Saint-Germain. Official confirmed Marquinhos signs a new long-term contract at Paris Saint-Germain, valid until June 2028. Al-Khelafi said, "I remember when he joined the club at the age of 19. From day one, he showed great dedication and winning spirit. PSG wants Jose Mourinho as their new manager, with Roman players close to their Portuguese boss, fearing he will leave at the end of the season. If Roma beats Sevilla in the Budapest on May 31st, they will automatically qualify for the next season's Champions League regardless of where they finish in the Serie A."
Okay, on Tottenham managerial solution lies in Brentford Dugout. As Tottenham score hero for their next manager, perhaps the answer lies in the opposing dugout on Saturday. Brentford boss Thomas Frank has been one of the best coaches in the country during the last 4 seasons and looks ready to make the step to a club belonging to a European football tradition elite. Sports are assessing numerous candidates and admire Feyenoord boss and Slot, yet it would seem strange if they did not also seek to talk to Frank. Tottenham predicted team versus Brentford. This Bissouma started as Mason makes 3 changes. Here is Tottenham Hotspur team that will reckon Mason will select to face Brentford on Saturday's lunchtime kickoff in the Premier League. Tottenham Hotspur are looking to end a tough season on a positive note when they welcome Brentford on Saturday's early Premier League kickoff. Mason will push his Spurs side to try to win their final 2 games of the season and hope results go their way as they eye a European place.
Now to Chelsea. Frank Lampard reveals he tried to sign special Erling Haaland during his first spell as Chelsea boss, claiming he was a big fan of the Norwegian after watching him in a preseason clash with RB Salzburg. The Manchester City striker came up against Lampard's team in a preseason friendly in 2019 while he was playing for RB Salzburg in Austria. Still in Chelsea, Frank Lampard says Chelsea will give Manchester City a guard of honor if Pep Guardiola's side are crowned champions before their clash at the Etihad on Sunday. The citizens could be confirmed champions earlier if Arsenal lose on Saturday to Nottingham Forest. Manchester City will win the title for a 5th time in 6 seasons if they beat Lampard's Chelsea at the Etihad, or will already be champions if Arsenal slip up on Saturday at Nottingham Forest.
Manchester United target move for Atlanta striker Rasmus Højlund as well as Harry Kane. Manchester United may look to splash out on 2 strikers this summer with Atlanta forward Rasmus Højlund joining Hurricane on their shortlist. United have taken a step forward during their first season under Eric Ten Hag, having won the Carabao Cup, reached the FA Cup final and mounted a top 4 push. But in comparison to their rivals, have struggled to find their goal scoring groove. Okay, let's move to the matches coming up today. In the Premier League by 12:30 p.m. Tottenham against Brentford. In the La Liga by 1 o'clock p.m. Girona against Villarreal. In the EPL by 3 o'clock p.m. Bournemouth against Manchester United. Also by 3 o'clock Fulham against Crystal Palace. Liverpool against Aston Villa. Wolves against Everton, and by 5:30 p.m. Nottingham Forest against Arsenal. And tomorrow West Ham against Leeds United by 1:30 p.m. Brighton against Southampton by 2 o'clock p.m. and Manchester City against Chelsea by 4 o'clock p.m. And in the La Liga today, I said earlier, Girona against Villarreal by 1 o'clock p.m. By 3:15 p.m. Athletic Club against Celta. Getafe against Elche by 5:30 p.m. Also by 5:30 Almeria against Mallorca. And by 8 o'clock p.m. Barcelona against Real Sociedad. And tomorrow by 1 o'clock p.m. Vallecano against Espanyol. Atletico against Osasuna by 3:15 p.m. Valencia against Real Madrid by 5:30 p.m. and Sevilla against Real Betis by 8 o'clock p.m. And Bayern Munich today against Leipzig by 5:30 p.m. and tomorrow Augsburg against Dortmund by 4:30 p.m. Let's go to the APL. Tottenham against Brentford. They had one opening today in the Premier League. Tottenham against Brentford by 12:30 p.m. If we check the table today, Tottenham are in the 7th position. They are fighting for the European place. For them either to go to the Europa League or Conference or Champions League next season. As Brentford are also in the 9th place, close to Tottenham's side with just 53 points and Tottenham 57. That's 4 points difference between Tottenham and Brentford today. Who do you see winning the match between Tottenham and Brentford today by 12:30 p.m.?
I'll say Tottenham should be able to defeat Brentford, because if Tottenham should defeat Brentford, they'll be closer to the Champions League. They'll be in the 6th position. But if Brentford should defeat Tottenham, Brentford will still remain at the same position. And Tottenham have lesser hopes to end an European place. Maybe they might end up going back to the Euro Conference League. Okay, Arsenal are playing against Nottingham Forest by 5:30 p.m. Arsenal eventually lose the match by 5:30 p.m. It definitely gives Manchester City the title this season. Arsenal cannot lose the match against Nottingham without, I believe.
Okay, even though Arsenal doesn't lose the match against Nottingham Forest, Manchester City wins against
Manchester City cannot win against Chelsea. I believe, myself. Okay. Arsenal fans should still have the hope that they can still carry the league, because if Arsenal should defeat Nottingham Forest and Manchester City to defeat Chelsea, Manchester carry the league. But now we look at Chelsea. Chelsea should slightly be able to maybe to defeat Chelsea. To defeat Man City, sorry. And say next week Thursday, Brighton against Man City.
Okay, Brighton is also going to defeat.
And they've said that if Man City win any of the 3 matches in Chelsea, Brighton and Brentford, they don't carry the league. They
will lose everything between.
They can lose against Brighton because Brighton beats Arsenal.
Okay, so because Brighton beat Arsenal,
that's what I believe. But now to Brentford again. Brentford is the last match.
Brentford will beat Man City.
Yeah, I believe.
Okay, it seems that we should use the likes of you. Are we the under 18 or the 15? Man City are already the owner of the league this season.
I don't say that the owner of the league. They might, but Arsenal are the owner of the league this season.
All Arsenal fans out there, please just take your bed and sleep.
Have the hope that they can still win the league.
And have the hope that maybe next season you might have a chance. Next season you might even end up not going to any Europe place at all.
Don't believe Arsenal can do it.
But Manchester City are the owner of the league this season.
I don't believe them.
The other side is already whining and dining now, even before they even played against Chelsea, because they know they have won, even though they use their under 12 against the last 3 matches.
Who told the Carabao to not score against them?
It doesn't matter what he does, and Nala is there to end any goal coming in. Thanks for spending today on SPORTVILLE on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. We've come to the end of SPORTVILLE today on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. Don't forget to join us by 2 o'clock for the second edition of SPORTVILLE. That's sports analysis, where we juggle our heads on football matters, talks, and everything by 2 o'clock p.m. Don't forget to like, share, comment on our videos on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and all of the social media. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. I still remain, YAZID.
And I am ZIYAD. Tell you goodbye.